Ill-fated love. Never is a guy or a girl worth a crime that you will possibly commit over them. Too many news stories of guys and girls going overboard with their love or infatuation for someone who could care less about them the second they commit the crime. So, before you let passion get the best of you, remember it isn't ever worth losing the little that you do have because it will all backfire. And you will have a lot more to lose than you ever had the notion of gaining from the ill-fitted desires of love. This is titled Can't Seem to. In this atmosphere, you see different dimensions of people, human interaction, always observing, always on edge, feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders, seeing a different facet, sometimes a cruelness in people, or at times very few and far between where it is genuine, one that is mutually equal and honest. But it is always a tug-of-war struggle of power, who is more in control of who, is basically the truth of the equation. Feeling dejected, always having to prove my worth, to someone who more or less is not someone I, on a personal level, would ever want to impress or talk to. But in this realm, you are forced to. This is a non-idealistic of places, and I have chosen this, my cross to bear, and for whatever reason, I can't seem to tear myself away from this. This is titled Marriage, a Thing of the Past. Politicians, everyday Joes, teachers, preachers, all people do it, living their lives in such hypocrisy, where marital vows of being loyal are thrown out the window for the sake of lust and selfishness. We accept the unacceptable attitude of taking for granted our freedom to choose. Where has all of the virtues gone? No one seems to abide by it anymore, and it is shameful that we live in such dishonesty. Dearly beloved stranger, how is it you go day to day doing your daily routine, which I find to be so unchallenging and trite? How is it you fall into such categories of falling in love, getting married, having kids? Doesn't it seem so traditional? Don't you get tired of this way of life? Just thinking about it brings a sigh from my lips and a vow to never let my sense of adventure and humor get away from me. Maybe I am meant to be single, just living in the moment. I see how it is with married people. The divorce rate is so high, it's skyrocketing more and more each year. I despise that kind of life, where you can't even trust the one you love. Did you know? Public awareness segment. According to www.wptv.com, November is National Runner Safety Month. Helpful tips. Run during the daytime, running against traffic, alternating your route, exercise common sense, and good judgment are some of the suggestions made by Rachel Matthias and police officer Seth Buxton of West Palm Beach. Another suggestion, just in case of a worst case scenario playing out, always carry with you either mace and or a personal alarm. It is always better to be prepared than not.